gentlemen, welcome back to podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us the... How you doing this evening, Nick?
A little annoyed right now. You got all these superstars, and they can't even win a goddamn ball game against some Japanese baseball league like scrubs.
Oh yeah, scrubs. Scrubs. That's exactly how I describe the Japanese baseball league.
Scrubs.
For context, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas is discussing the World Baseball Classic Final that just went chalk. Japan finishing 3, USA 2. Congratulations to Japan being the first ever 3-time winner of this event. It's supposedly the greatest Japanese baseball team they've ever fielded for this event. I may be biased, but after watching this team, I think I agree. USA failed to repeat because they decided that pitching was not necessary to win in this, and they almost proved me wrong. So what the fuck do I know? 9 hits, 9 hits, 2 runs. That means they stranded 7. I think Nick and I were tracking 0 for 5. Then Mookie Betts failed. Shocker! Stop me if you heard that. So it's 0 for 6 with runners with scoring position. We'll break down the World Baseball Classic beginning to end in next week's episodes. So if you're looking for that coverage, lock in there. But for today's episode 187, we'll be getting into the 2023 Major League Baseball AL West Futures. And we'll also
the U.S. held Japan to the lowest scoring total they've had all tournament.
Yeah, Japan's been putting up runs. And, the U.S. was game. U.S. had every opportunity to win this baseball game.
Yeah.
It just did not get done.
Nope.
So let's see. Is the World Baseball Classic Major League Baseball's like one biggest success of this century?
Of this century.
So 23 years.
Yeah. No. I still think that this one might have redeemed them. I still think that the what the fuck do they call it? I don't even know what they call it anymore. So I guess that moots my point.
Can you give me some context?
The game in Iowa.
Oh, the Field of Dreams game.
The Field of Dreams game. I think that might have been the best thing to happen to baseball in the last 23 years. Especially Tim Anderson hitting the walk-off to win the first one.
Ooh, that's a hard second. I'll give you that's a hard second. I think the World Baseball Classic's been amazing since the inception. And Rob Manfred doesn't get the credit of starting it. So Nick can continue to beat that chest about how shitty Rob Manfred is. But, I mean, this tournament was fantastic. The 2017 tournament with the racist USA team in Puerto Rico final, outstanding. Seeing young Hugh Darvish in the 2009 tourney. The 2013 Dominican baseball team getting the dub. I mean, the players love it. The managers love it. The countries love it. I mean, the stats they were throwing around for viewership, 93.6% of televisions in Japan tuned into yesterday's semifinal.
That sounds like a fake number, right? You're telling me in a nation of, what is Japan? 250 million people? Japan population.
100 something.
125 million people.
Yeah.
You're telling me that 100 million people tuned in to watch this game?
No. Every 93.6% of televisions. Doesn't mean everyone was watching.
Well, how many televisions are in Japan?
I don't know.
Televisions in Japan.
No, because the viewership number wasn't that high. I don't think. I think it was like 90 million people watched, or
25 million households with.
What? Say that one more time.
There's only 25.8 million households with internet connectable televisions.
Huh. Wow. That's pretty low, actually. I feel.
Wait, in 1984, it says color TV sets are owned by 99.2% of Japanese households.
Yeah, so you said internet connected.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
either way,
I think it's a shit ton of people that watch Japan.
This World Baseball Classic, the Japan-Korea matchup had more viewers than the most watched World Series game of all time. Would you like to take a stab at what game that was?
Cubs Indians.
No, it was 1980.
Okay.
Do you want to can you think you can guess the two teams that were in the 1980 World Series?
Cincinnati Reds.
No, it is a team that has red, though.
So St. Louis Cardinals.
No.
Really? Oh, a team that has red. The Boston Red Sox?
No.
The Mets were 1984.
The NL team has red.
The NL team has red. I don't know.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Kansas City Royals.
Oh. Yeah. There you go.
What the hell happened in that World Series that's the most watched? So the strike really hurt baseball that bad? Or what is it? How many strikes have they had since 1983 now?
I think just two, 81 and 95.
81 and 95? Yeah, so I guess both those strikes really, really impacted their viewing percentage because you're supposed to go up from a 19. Because think about how many people did not have televisions in 1980.
Yeah. Think about how many people have televisions now.
Yeah, now it's commonplace. Now houses have
3 or 4.
3 or 4, exactly. My living room has 2 televisions.
Right. Does that mean you get counted double?
I don't know. I guess if I have the game on both televisions.
Or do they just count you as a household?
I think it's just a household.
Well, that's lame.
Yeah. And not to be confused, they're not color TVs. Mine are internet connected TVs.
If I watch it in the car on a mobile phone, am I technically watching it? Am I a household watching the game?
Yeah, that counts.
Well, but what if someone's at my household watching the game? Is that 2 households?
No, it's just households. So that was funny to watch, though. Anyways, God, USA. I mean, you know what? I'm glad USA didn't win it because I was going for Puerto Rico. So fuck your couch, Nick.
I believe I said USA in the final against Japan since the beginning.
You fucking bullshit ass lying ass motherfucker. You thought you was just gonna slip that in, dude.
I got the score wrong. Shout out to Aurelio. He's a communist. He predicted Japan would win. He got it right, and that's because of his ties to the Japanese Communist Party.
So for the FBI chat that monitors this podcast, his name again is Cole Coleman.
Yeah. Eric Washington.
Just government name, motherfuckers.
Eric Washington is a known communist. What true American do you know that sleeps 21 hours at a time?
He's for sure doing some espionage type activities.
That's some utopian communism bullshit.
Who knew Eric was Batman? He was out patrolling the streets late at night.
He was, yeah.
So I was looking up. So I know one of his nicknames, right? It's fairly easy. It's not like a brain bender, but I was just like, I wonder if he had any other nicknames. And Eric? So I looked up Wayne Gretzky nickname.
Okay.
All right. So do you think you can guess the 4 nicknames that they have listed? Now, I don't know if these are official or anything like that, but this is what popped up when I Googled it.
The 4 nicknames. The Great One.
That's right.
80. Like, what was it? His number was 87, right?
I don't actually know Wayne Gretzky's number.
Does that have to do with the? Does that have to do?
No,
with
his number has nothing to do with it.
Mr. 100.
No, that's not one either. There are no numbers in the nicknames that showed up.
Wylan Wayne.
I wish that was in now.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, that's kind of close to one.
Is it?
The Great Gretzky is one of them.
Okay, the Great Gretzky. Okay, I'm not going to get the other two.
And then it's Gretz. They didn't really try very hard on that.
That's just a hockey name. Players, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, hockey players are the worst namers of all time.
They suck at nicknames,
It's like
sure.
Your name's Fitzgerald, your nickname's Fitz.
And then some asshole calls you Gerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and then, but this is the one that sent me. I don't know why this isn't the nickname that stuck. Maybe I'm in the minority here as the only person who likes this nickname. But the White Tornado.
That's crazy.
The White, and there he is skating down the ice. The White Tornado, left, right. Oh, top shelf. The White Tornado does it again, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, that is the most fire nickname ever.
That's some Canadian BS.
You're still not happy? So you're mad at Gretz and the White Tornado? You're just impossible to please?
His name should be Wylan Wayne or Wayne Gretzky.
All right. So I just looked up.
Wayne Golsky?
I looked up. Yeah, dude. They really dropped the ball on his nickname, so I'm not disagreeing. But the White Tornado is amazing. I just looked up Michael Jordan. Let's see if you can guess these nicknames that popped up.
Air Jordan.
Yes.
His Greatness.
No. It is his something, but it's not.
His Airness.
His Airness.
Magic Mike.
That's so funny, dude. They need a Michael Jordan cameo in those Magic Mike movies, bro.
Magic Mike or Magic Mike XXL. I don't care which one.
King Swinging Dick.
Michael Jamdon.
You ain't even trying, bro.
Mr. Bull.
Mr. Bull. Hey, that might work, bro.
Mr. Hornet. I don't know. What are they?
So it's Jumpman.
Okay.
Mr. Clutch, Mr. June, and then Black Cat. I don't know where that one came from.
Seems a little racy. Okay.
Ooh, the 80s were a different time. Yeah.
Yeah. That Black Cat on TV.
And then they have MJ. And then quite possibly my favorite nickname that I didn't know they called him. But his nickname is Money.
Money Jordan, huh?
Just Money Michael Jordan, baby.
Michael B. Jordan.
Did you know that Michael Jordan's actually considering selling the Hornets?
Yeah.
It's because he sucks at running them.
Yeah, because he doesn't like losing, so he's done.
All right, give me another player, and we'll do last player.
Doesn't like Reggie Jackson has a bunch of them.
Reggie Jackson, that's a good one, dude. What? There are only two popped up.
What?
I mean, it's Mr. October and Reggie.
Oh, that's dumb. Maybe Derek Jeter. Look up how many Derek Jeter has.
Why is Reggie Jackson's nickname Big Government? I'm not clicking on that Reddit thing. That guy, dude. Reddit is funny, dude.
Reddit is just going to instantly hit you with a picture of Reggie Jackson's dick when you click on that link.
Oh, here we go. Derek Jeter and the 20 most annoying nicknames in MLB history. Oh, it's not just Derek Jeter, though.
Wait, okay, so go through that list. I want to see if I can name them.
I'll give you the player.
Okay.
All right, so John Franklin Baker.
Oh, no idea.
All right. I will if they don't play like from 60s and on, I won't bring them up.
All right, good.
This dude's name was Home Run.
Okay.
Uh,
That dude, he had to have played in like the 1800s.
he played at 1908 to 1922.
Oh, 100%. He hit, and you know what? He probably hit 6 home runs a year.
Let's see. So Baker led the American League in home runs for 3 straight seasons, hitting a grand total of 33 home runs.
I told you, dude.
He ended his career with 96 lifetime home runs.
Bro, in the years that he led the league from 1911 to 1914, he hit 11, 10, 12, and 9 home runs.
Oh, all right. Do you know who Johnny Bench is?
Mr. Red? Mr. 3000?
He was on the Reds. Yeah, I didn't. It just. Oh, in the 70s. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, are you saying Mr. No, his name is not Mr. Red.
Mr. 3000?
No.
Johnny B.
No, that's actually a good one. No, I don't think you'll get this. It's Little General.
Oh, interesting.
Was he short? Why wouldn't you just call him General?
Do you know?
You don't know who Jack Chesbro is, right?
I don't know who Jack Squat Dude is.
His nickname was Happy Jack. What about Fred McGriff?
The crime fighting dog.
Yeah, it's Crime Dog. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you that one. That was close enough. This one's a 1940s player, but I'll at least give you the opportunity. Clint Hartung.
Soft mouth.
Soft mouth Hartung. His name is the Hondo Hurricane.
Okay.
1950s Clarence Coleman.
The coal miner.
Nah, Choo Choo.
Oh, well.
Let's see. 1980s, so Darrell Evans. He played for the Detroit Tigers in 1984.
Mr. Cleanup.
No, Howdy Dowdy.
How could I miss that?
414 home runs. All right. Well, these are the most annoying. So,
Okay.
I doesn't have a year of when he played, but he's a former Yankee. Whitey Ford.
Oh, it's like Mr. Perfect or something.
It's not.
Okay, what is it?
Banty Rooser.
That's really fucking annoying.
I don't even know what that is, bro. But he also has the nickname of the chairman of the board. That's a fire nickname. Charlie Keller in the 30s. His nickname was King Kong. Dom DiMaggio.
Like Joe DiMaggio?
Yeah.
Sluggin' Joe.
Oh, wait. No, this is his brother.
Oh, not Joe.
No. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Dom DiMaggio. Yeah.
His name was not Joe.
It was not Joe, no.
Right, I know. That was his nickname.
His nickname was not Joe. It's Little Professor.
No, it's dumb.
Do you know Joe DiMaggio's nickname?
It's like Sluggin' Joe. Clobbering Joe.
Joltin' Joe.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Some stupid thing like that.
The Yankee Clipper was another one. Branch Rickey in the 60s. Do you know who that is?
His nickname was Tree Branch.
Nope. The Mahatma.
The Mahatma Gandhi, okay?
Yep. Dave Winfield.
Oh, my God, dude. Mr. Angel. Actually, I think he might be Mr. 3000.
Yeah, he does have a 3,000 hit club, but his moniker is Mr. May.
Okay.
His inability to hit effectively during the 1981 ALCS and World Series, a combined .077 average.
Good, right?
That's cold-blooded. Ivan Rodriguez.
Pudge.
Tom Seaver.
Oh God, I know. Tell it to me.
Tom Terrific.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That's a terrible nickname. Hideki Matsui.
Godzilla?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Derek Jeter.
He was Captain America, right?
No, just the captain.
Or the captain. Okay.
Don Sutton.
Mr. Yankee.
No, dude, you're gonna be so mad when
the Suttonator.
You're just gonna be so mad when you hear this nickname, dude.
What is it?
Black and Decker.
Seems a little racy again.
So, Gaylord Perry gave him the nickname when he handed Sutton a bottle of Vaseline and received a block of sandpaper from Sutton in return.
Black and Decker.
I don't know how we got there, but yeah. Giovanni Gallardo.
The Venezuelan comet.
We should just let you give people nicknames. You just fucking
just give me a name.
Just give him a name.
I'll be like, he's Dominican. I'll be like, yeah, his nickname's the Venezuelan comet. Fuck with me.
El Chupacabra.
Okay.
Frank Thomas.
The Big Hurt.
Ty Cobb.
Corn on the.
Do you really not know Ty Cobb's nickname?
Mr. Baseball.
Oh man, I can't. I'm ashamed of you right now.
Are you?
I am, dude.
What is it, Mr. 400?
The Georgia Peach.
He was racist anyway.
Yeah, pretty much all old baseball players.
I don't support racist baseball players.
All right, that wraps up today's.
Do you know what Mike Trout's nickname is?
I have no clue what Mike Trout's nickname is.
It's the Moorville Meteor.
Amazing nickname. That is an amazing nickname. What is Shohei's nickname?
The fucking bitch.
It's a sore subject. He's so mad.
According to Baseball Reference, he doesn't have one. Oh, his nickname is Showtime. Showtime Shohei.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up today's impromptu communion with Jermaine. I pulled that out of my ass. Literally, when you went to walk your dog, I just looked up Wayne Gretzky's nickname and I just came up with a whole segment, bro. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh, what is going on with this application? I'm just trying to watch hoops, man.
Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Let's see what Jeter is.
Mr. November, right?
Mr. November, the captain, Captain Clutch, or DJ. It's Alex Rodriguez. Hey, Rod. God damn.
You're expecting something good.
Do you know what the secondary nickname for David Ortiz was? We all know his main nickname, which is
Big Papi.
Big Papi. Do you know what his second one is?
The Bohemian Batter.
The Cookie Monster.
Get the fuck out of here. That's a great nickname. Is that because of the playing with the Green Monster?
Maybe. Roger Clemens, nicknamed the Rocket or the Texas Con Man. These nicknames are just ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Baseball fucking writers suck.
Bro, those were some all-time bad nicknames. Oh, all right, so today we're going to get into the AL West. AL West is Stroh's division, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stroh's Mariners.
All right, so Jermaine
I
covers,
hate
right?
this division.
Two teams from the AL West made the playoffs last year. The Astros, the division winner with 106 games. The Mariners, the wild card with 90 wins. The Los Angeles Angels of California. The Los Angeles Angels of California, Anaheim, California, Los Angeles had 73 wins. The Rangers had 68. And the tankers of the AL, the Oakland Athletics, had 60 wins last year. So going through luck based on the wins last year or based on the performance last year, the Houston Astros won 106 games and actually were unlucky, performing 6 games below where they should have been. That's 112 wins. The Seattle Mariners were very lucky. The Seattle Mariners were actually the luckiest team in the MLB. Can you guess how many wins the Seattle Mariners should have had taken off their record because of luck, Jermaine, to get back to a not lucky or unlucky status?
Give me 16 wins.
They had 14 wins.
I almost said 15.
With 90 games, that would have put them at 76. They won 90 games. They should have won 76. That still would have put them in second place and 3 games ahead of the Angels. The Angels were also lucky.
I fucking hate this team.
We're also lucky. So we talked about Shohei and Mike Trout. Believe it or not, they're on the same team in the MLB. They were actually lucky with their 73 wins. There were 4 wins above the luck threshold. The Texas Rangers were unlucky, 2 wins towards the unlucky side with 68 wins. They should have been at 70. And then the last team, the Oakland Athletics, were 1 win below the luck factor, meaning they were unlucky. They should have won 61 games last year, which is, I mean, just a feat in and of itself.
Thanks for showing up.
So the Houston Astros, the division winner, they lost in the offseason Justin Verlander to the New York Mets and Almondes Diaz to Oakland, so he stayed in the division. But they had a pretty big addition from the Chicago White Sox, stealing Jose Abreu from under the White Sox nose. All told, however, that loss of Jason Verlander has contributed to the Houston Astros losing almost 4 wins this offseason.
I mean, that's to be expected when you lose Verlander.
Right. The Seattle Mariners lost Adam Frazier to the Orioles and Mitch Haniger to the Giants. Not really that big of losses when you consider they added Colton Wong from Milwaukee and Teoscar Hernandez from Toronto, so kept him in the AL. Seattle added 3.5 wins this offseason. It may not be good enough because they would have to have another very, very lucky performance this year. The Los Angeles Angels, I think, had one of the sneakiest off seasons this year. They lost Michael Lorenzo.
False.
They lost Michael Lorenzo to the Tigers and Noah Syndergaard to the Dodgers. They added Brendan Drury from the Reds, Carlos Estevez from the Rockies, Tyler Anderson from the Dodgers, Hunter Renfroe from the Brewers, Gio Urshela from the Twins, and Matt Moore from the Rangers. All told, the Angels actually had the best offseason by WAR added. They added almost 15 wins this offseason. Very, very impressive.
Still can't pitch or hit, though.
Very, very impressive. 14.8 wins that they added. The Texas Rangers, we talked about who they lost, Matt Moore to the Angels. They also lost Eli White to the Braves. They added Nathan Eovaldi from Boston, Robbie Grossman from the Braves, and Jacob deGrom from the New York Mets. If deGrom can be healthy, that's going to be a pretty good pickup for them. All told, they added 6.8 wins this offseason. And the final team in this division, the Oakland Athletics, I don't think they've stopped tanking yet. They traded away Sean Murphy to the Braves. They traded away they got rid of Joel Payamps, signed with the Brewers, and Elvis Andrus, who they traded away at the All-Star break, stayed with the Chicago White Sox. They added William Contreras, Wilson's brother, from Atlanta in the trade for Sean Murphy, Almondes Diaz from Houston. They added Shintaro Fujinama from Japan, and Jace Peterson from the Brewers. Oakland actually added a little under a win, so they're probably not going to change this year.
Yeah, as evidenced by the odds on the screen right now.
Your thoughts, Jermaine, on the offseason?
Why don't the Angels ever go out and add a fucking ace to their roster?
Well, they have an ace.
Who?
Shohei Ohtani.
Next. Who?
The dude that just literally won Japan the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, he threw 3 outs. Fucking miss me. He doesn't even have an MVP to his name. It's fucking unreal, bro. It's the Angels lose because they never had pitching, and then I'm supposed to get hyped because they added Gio.
All right, so Jermaine has the AL West odds up on the screen. The Astros are the odds-on favorite at -175.
It's because the Angels don't even try. That's why.
The Seattle Mariners are second, +320. Angels are third at +750, and Texas is fourth, +850, and the Oakland Athletics to win the division. Jermaine, are you ready to take a flyer on +25,000?
I mean, what's a dollar never hurt nobody.
That dollar pays what?
$250?
250,000, right? Or 250,000.
$250.
Oh, $250. That's right. Yeah. That's crazy. All right, let's get into. By the way, the Astros are winning this division.
Yeah, I mean, no one's really.
I don't know why I don't know why I had to mention that, but the Astros are winning this division.
It's because I need to put it into the sheet. I'm putting Houston down -175. I mean, it doesn't get any less sexy than that, but that's exactly where we're going. Eric actually has Seattle winning the division at +310. If only he knew about the Pythagorean luck and how lucky they were last year. We'll see. I'm always down to root for the Seattle Mariners. They always have a special place in my heart. I don't know why. I like to see the Mariners do good, but I do. It's funny. The Rangers made all those additions, and they're still projected 4th on this odds list. So, I think the Rangers have a chance of finishing better than the Angels.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
As evidenced by the win totals for these teams, which we'll get into now. So the very first team that we're looking for here is the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
Over 82.5 is +100. Under 82.5 is -125.
Say it again.
The Texas Rangers, over 82.5, +100. Under 82.5, -125. So even money for the over, -125 for the under. The line is set. Okay.
I'm taking the under.
You're taking the under. Mm-hmm. Which is -125. I'm going to take the over here. Purely because I'm fading the fucking Angels. They can eat a fucking goddamn dick. So I'll take the over. And foreshadowing, ladies and gentlemen, I dare you to know what I'm picking when the Los Angeles Angels come up. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, those fucking travesty of an organization. All right, Houston Astros. Over, the line is set at 95.5. The over is +105. The under is -125.
It sucks that Altuve is going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Hammer this over.
Wait. Those sentences don't line up. So.
Hammer.
Wait, no. Mr. Superman is not here.
Hammer the over.
Yeah, I don't think they got necessarily that. They didn't get that bad to lose. How many games did they win last year? 105?
106.
106. So you're telling me they lost 10 wins?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking the over at +105 with Nick. If it doesn't hit, I'll be happy because I hate the Houston Astros. But, that's just how it goes. Very next team that we have the Oakland Athletics. Their over-under is coming in at a line of 60.5. The over is even money, and the under is minus 120. And, man.
60.5 is a fantastic.
I know, but I love the fact that the over is even.
I do like that as well.
I think I'm going over here. I'm going to take over even, and if it doesn't hit, I'm just going to laugh because no shit. They'll probably trade away all their players at the deadline as well.
I don't think they have anybody left to trade away, to be perfectly honest. But I'll go over as well. Man, it's fantastic.
It's really hard to see them not win 60 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just kind of where I was at. So I was like, let me get the over. Hopefully this team gets a little lucky. They play the Angels a ton, so they're bound to get lucky. Fucking dumbass team. All right, the very next odds we have are the Los Angeles Angels. The line is set at 82.5. Over and under is minus 110 because even Vegas doesn't know what the fuck to expect from this team.
Hammer the over.
Under.
Hammer the over.
Under.
Hammer the over, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek for this next section. The Angels are dancing. The Angels are going to the playoffs.
No, they're not. They're not. And when it doesn't happen again, and you sit here and upset and guffawing that your bet didn't hit, I'm going to look you both straight in the eyes and be like, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. The last win total for this division is the Seattle Mariners with a line of 87.5. The over is minus 115, and the under is minus 105.
Give me the under.
You're taking the under on the Mariners?
What?
Yeah, me too.
I think they got way too lucky last year, and they put a beautiful run together, and I love it. And I love to see the Mariners. Like you said, it's just it's not going to happen.
Under minus 105. I'm taking that as well, purely based on the luck factor. And I remember sitting there thinking, how the hell are the Mariners winning these games early on in the season? They started hot. They cooled off. And how many wins did they end up with? They ended up with 90.
90. Yeah.
And that felt like Nick explained with the luck factor, that felt like 15 too many. So here we are. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to hope for the opposite, but I'm taking the under. All right, very next thing that we have, we'll go ahead and find our trifecta for this division. So the division straight trifecta in the AL West. Give me 1 second to find it. All right, AL West. So I have Houston. Oh man, who do I have? Do you know who you're picking? What order you're picking to finish in this division?
I do.
All right, who do you got?
Give me Houston, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
It makes me so
and
mad.
Seattle.
Fucking Angels. They're going to ruin Ohtani and fucking Trout.
Plus 600.
So you have Houston, Angels, Seattle. Houston, Angels, Seattle. You said plus 600?
Mm-hmm.
All right, plus 600. I am going to take... I still think... Yeah, I think the Angels could finish fourth in this division. I'm going to take Houston, Seattle... I'm going chalk. I'm going Houston, Seattle, Texas. First, Houston. Second, Seattle. And I'm going third, Tejas.
Angels to make the playoffs is plus 155, by the way.
Yeah, because Vegas doesn't know what to expect with that team.
And I will be scooping that up.
So let's see. Division. Oh, we got to do the to make the playoffs portion.
Yep.
To make the playoffs. So the very first team that pops up on this list, we have the Texas Rangers. To make the playoffs, yes, at plus 180, and no, minus 215.
Jesus, plus 180. It's no. The answer is no for Texas.
Yep, I'm taking no as well. Minus 215, no, minus 215. I think only one team gets out of this division. All right, so the very next team we have is the Houston Astros. Yes is minus 600. No is plus 475. I'm taking, obviously, yes.
I'm going to take no. No, I'm not going to take no. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was like, I'll put it in. But the very next team, Oakland Athletics, yes is plus 2,500. No is minus 10,000. Obviously, I'm going no minus 10,000.
Yeah, it's going to be no. It's going to be a no for me, dog.
No minus 10,000. And then we have the Los Angeles Angels, as Nick alluded to, is yes plus 155 and no is minus 190. Nick has already said that he's going yes.
Lock it in.
Like a fucking knucklehead.
Lock it in.
I'm going no at fucking minus 190. Fucking Chalk City Jones for your boy Skinny P. There's no chance the Angels are making it.
Okay.
There's no chance.
Okay. You believe that?
It's an immortal lock. It's undefeated. Betting against the Angels to make the playoffs is undefeated. And finally, last but not least, to make the playoffs, Seattle Mariners minus 150. Wow. And no plus 130.
I'm going to hammer no. No to make the playoffs.
I'm going no here as well. As I already said, I like a lot of these teams in these other divisions, and Nick likes the fucking Angels for some reason. He's a masochist. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But yeah, if another team makes it, Nick has the Angels, and I have no one else coming out of this division. I think that the Mariners, Angels, and Texans are all good enough to beat up on each other, but not take any sort of lead in that actual division. And then finally, we'll wrap up our futures of the division with the division finishing position. So let me pull up these teams. Very first team we have should be the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers, odds-on favorite to finish fourth at plus 180, third plus 195, second plus 310, first plus 850, and fifth plus 1,400. I will be taking Texas to finish third at plus 400.
I will be taking Texas to finish fourth at plus 180.
All right. The very next team we have coming up here is the Houston Astros. I'm not going to read any of the other odds. If you're watching us, you can see the odds pop up on the screen. Nick and I both have them finishing first at minus 175. That's Chalk City Jones there. Very next thing, Oakland Athletics, fifth minus 800, fourth plus 650. Nick, do you desire any other odds from this team?
No, they're going to finish fifth.
Yep, fifth. I have them finishing fifth as well at minus 800. So fifth, minus 800. Next team, we have the Angels. They're the best odds for them. The highest odds or the best odds is fourth at plus 175. That is where I have them finishing fourth plus 175.
Disrespectful.
Don't listen to Nick.
Second.
He is in La La Land.
Second.
He is taking second at plus 310. Here's how crazy it is. Nick is saying second for this team, and their best odds are fourth and then third.
Second. Don't listen to the mainstream media. Fake
Don't forget podcast motto, fade us. And last but not least, I have the Seattle Mariners finishing second, which is their odds-on favorite at plus 185. Nick, you have them coming in at third, which is their second best odds at plus 250. So, just to wrap up our division finishing position, I have Houston, Seattle, Texas, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and Oakland. Nick has Houston, Los Angeles, Angels of Anaheim, Seattle, Texas, and Oakland. I think this might be the first division that we disagreed on this heavily.
I think it might be as well. And it's because of the one team that's going to make the playoffs.
That's because they won't make the playoffs. And then you're going to sit here and be like, I don't know why my odds are so wrong. Blah, 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 blah.
That's a very good impression of me.
Bro, that was outstanding. I'm gonna stop podcasting and become an impressionist. Not to be confused with, the impressionist art movement of those.
I was about to say.
Oh, what a dork.
What a fucking dork.
What a dweeb. All right, let's see if I can bring this back in here and get it to pop up. Perfect. All right, so if you're joining us on YouTube, this is how our AL West breakdown is presenting. Nick and I have Houston to win the division. Eric has Seattle. I have over win totals for Houston and Oakland and the Rangers. Nick has the over for Houston, Angels, and Oakland, and we both have the under for. Sorry, I have the under for Seattle and LA, and Nick has the under for Seattle and Texas. To make the playoffs, I have one team. It's Houston Astros. Yes. Everyone else, no. Nick has Houston and the Angels. Both yes. Everyone else, no. Eric has 3 teams from this division making the playoffs. He has Houston, Los Angeles, and Seattle making the playoffs. None of it really too crazy. So that is what it is. Our division straight trifectas. Eric has Seattle, Houston, Los Angeles for 750. I have Houston, Seattle, Texas for plus 400. And Nick has Houston, LA, Seattle for plus 600. And we just touched on the division finishing position, so I won't read that again. That ends our breakdown for the... I think we just sped through the AL West. It's because it's my most hated division.
Good. The Astros are going to win. Altuve's going to be back. The Astros are going to win the division again. Yada, yada, yada.
Stop me if you've heard this story before.
Yep.
They have to defend their crown.
Yep.
I don't see them doing it this year.
Their ill-begotten crown.
They really should have forced him to trade players.
Yeah.
Like, they should have been like, yo, you have a 10-year salary cap constraint.
You have to operate on the payroll of whatever the Pittsburgh Pirates is.
Oh my God, dude. I think the Padres could afford one of their players with the Pittsburgh Pirates payroll.
Probably.
What is the entire Pittsburgh Pirates payroll right now, Nick?
Let's take a look at Pirates.
So for those of you listening, Nick gave a fun little fact. I don't know if it was this episode or last episode, but the Pittsburgh Pirates last year's collective salary was the equivalent of 1 year for Garrett Cole.
So last year, their payroll was $59 million. This year, they decided to spend a little bit. They're up to $75 million this year.
Oh, Garrett Cole did not make $59 million in 1 year, did he?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. That stat is incorrect. Ladies and gentlemen, I misquoted that stat. And first of all, Nick gave it, so that's on him.
By the way, the Los Angeles Dodgers finished with a payroll last year of $262 million. They're estimated to have a $228 million payroll this year.
Wow, they shredded some. Damn it, dude. You know why they lost all that money, right?
What is that?
Because they're going to shine Shohei.
Yep. The New York Yankees this year are estimated to have a $272 million. The New York Mets have an estimated $355 million payroll this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is the Padres' payroll?
$249 million.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
The Tampa Bay Rays, $77 million. The Colorado Rockies, $170 million.
You guys have $170 million and you're gonna still suck absolute dick?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Are you still paying guys not on your team? Is that why it's that high?
Listen. Listen, I don't care that we're paying Nolan $16 million this year, okay? It's so worth it. Here's the shitty part about this fucking stupid trade is that we pay Nolan. We pay him. We defer his salary. It's $16 million this year. And then for the next 3 years, 2024, 2025, 2026, we pay $5 million to the Cardinals every year for the Nolan trade. For fleecing us, we pay them. We literally said, hey, you did such a good job acquiring Nolan. Why don't you have a couple of bucks on top?
You guys so little wanted to pay that contract that you traded him away and still paid a portion of the contract. It makes no sense. And then to hear that you still have $170 million on the books when you could have had Nolan Arenado for 30 something million of that entire chunk, it makes no sense.
Listen, you don't need to argue me, right? You don't need to argue to me. I get it. Don't worry, in 2027, we'll be paying Chris Bryant $27 million, Kyle Freeland $17 million, Ryan McMahon $16 million, Anthony Senzatella $14 million. Just take me out back and shoot me.
Dog, that's such a tough life, man. Yo, okay. So the other day, for the listeners, we allowed Eric to forsake the Boston Red Sox and choose a new team more in line with the sports teams he roots for. I'm going to extend an olive branch to you now, Nick. No. Would you like to choose another team to root for?
Never.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why he's a masochist. This is why he chose the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim to make the playoffs.
You know how old men need their stuff to bitch about? It like keeps them sane. Like even if stuff is going good in their life, like old men need something to bitch about, you know? You know what I'm talking about. That's my Colorado Rockies. Even when stuff is going great in my life, I need to bitch about the Colorado Rockies.
Hey, the wide receiver one on the Panthers thinks it's Super Bowl or bust this year.
Listen, the Panthers, the Avs, and Bayern Munich could all win their respective titles. I will still bitch about the Colorado Rockies.
It's so funny because the World Series is the only title, maybe not only, but it's the title you care about the most.
Yeah. Me, personally?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're never going to get one.
And I'm never going to get it.
Unless this dude sells the team.
I remember in 2007, you know how the Rockies had to get to their first World Series? They had to win 23 of their last 25 games.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is bonkers to do. That is incredibly difficult to do. Especially in baseball. 23 of 25 is insane.
And even after doing that and demolishing their playoff opponents, they were swept by the Boston Red Sox.
It's because you guys were off for 11 days.
See, this is why Jermaine knows this many stats, is because I bring it up every single time. And I'm like, our one World Series was a statistical anomaly.
Look, for those listeners at home, how many times have the Colorado Rockies won the division?
0.
How many?
Never won the NL West.
31 years of existence now?
30. This is their 30th year.
This is the 30th.
This is their 30th year. They've been in the playoffs 5 times. Let me repeat that. They've been in the playoffs 5 times. They were in the playoffs in 19. Are you ready for this? They were in the playoffs in 1995, 2007, 2009, 2017, and 2018. They were in 3 generations of playoffs.
All right. Before we end this podcast, we just had Eric forsake the Boston Red Sox and choose a team more in line with his spirit. I would like to extend that same offer to you, Nick.
No.
You're like a beaten dog.
I don't want it. 30 years, 5 playoff appearances.
You know what, dude? And now that the Cubs have won a World Series, like, I feel way better about my team forever having you. That's the only reason I keep you around now, dude.
Just for me to just rant and rave about.
Just for me to feel good about the Cubs. We may never win again, but at least we're not the Rockies.
Worst records in MLB history.
Oh.
All time.
What is the worst record all time? I'm curious.
I don't know.
What's the most? Do you think any team has lost 120 games?
In a season?
I don't think so.
So this is as of. How is this accurate to 2019? That's so dumb. All right. Worst seasons in MLB history. All right. So the Cleveland. Okay. So the worst modern era team. If we're going by win percentage, the worst modern era team was the 1916 Philadelphia Athletics, who went 36-117.
Holy shit, they were close.
Yeah.
36-117. Oh, that's still 162. Okay.
Let me reiterate this to you guys. The Colorado Rockies have played 30 seasons of Major League Baseball. They've been in the playoffs 5 times. They have never lost 100 games.
Wait, so 36-117. They were playing 153 game seasons back then?
Yeah.
Why 153? It's such a random ass number.
I don't know. Before they let island people in and black people, they just decided whatever games they wanted to play at the beginning of the year.
Wow, that was a very racially motivated of you.
Oh no, I think it did baseball a lot better. I don't think we should consider statistics until we allowed black people to play baseball.
So you would erase everything until the Negro League was merged?
I would say so, yeah.
When was that? 1950?
Negro League.
Shit, I don't actually know that. 53, 52?
Absorbed into MLB. December of 2020. That's not right.
That's when the statistics were, and they still cut it so that way.
Hank Aaron wouldn't.
So Hank Aaron wouldn't be the home run champ, but they won't let Barry Bonds in. Anyways, we're not talking about Barry Bonds on this podcast. We've done that too many times. Follow. You got anything else for the listeners, Nick?
No. At this point, no. Go Rockies.
How much did a pirate pay for his earrings?
How much is that?
Buccaneer. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. 303. Jesus Christ. Let me try that again. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. My goodness, I almost messed it up again. I've been your host, Jermaine Colo Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us, we'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.